as I want to add, today we are reacting to the Sparky analog horror. Also, YouTube, before you get on my ass cheeks, I just want you to know I got permission to react to it. So, with all that said, let's get into it.
People have been asking me to cover the Sparky analog horror videos that have been popping up on YouTube.
Dang, not even 5 minutes of the video, I already committed suicide.
And while I was going to skip them at first, after watching some of them, they're actually pretty dang good. And I'm going to start this series off with talking about the videos made by the
Oh god! Simon, what the frick did they do to you? Dear lord, is bro off that good stuff? Jesus Christ, are you high as heck? Freaking god.
Named Analog Foxy. Now, the first tape in this series starts out in a very typical analog horror fashion with the VHS style. And the first thing that we see is the word Sparky's tape redacted. And redacted basically means that, like, the part of the name has either been changed or edited in some way. And while we don't know what it is, I'm assuming it has something to do with, like, horror or maybe, like, infection or something like that. And after that, we actually get some information about what is happening in the Sparky universe from who I assume to be Gray speaking. He tells us that their world has been infected, which is canon to the lore from the Horror Sparky mod, but it could also be similar to like the Infection AU that we see in My Little Pony, or even like the fundamental paper education animations.
The frick did they do to freaking
more of an illness and not just people simply
dying
or killing each other. The video also shows us the progression of the illness.
Dang!
It's kind of scary.
You get 3 days to live? You only get 3 days? Dang. That's just sad, bro.
Because a person only has 3 days before they are completely turned, which isn't a lot of time when you consider that one.
Also, why does his tooth look like Punk? Why does he look like Punk from freaking Spooky Months? Whatever the heck that theory thing, I don't know.
They are completely turned, they will start to attack their friends. And we actually get to see that Brud is the first victim in the video.
No! Not Brud! He was just silly and goofy. He was just a dumbass. You can't run, Brud. Oh god. He had seen some things. That boy had seen some things. Please. I don't want to die. Too bad. That womp womp, sucker. Who are you? I'm Simon. Simon? We were friends. What kind of monster have you turned into? I'm not a monster. Just like a shot in a club, just lying like heck. Just had to do this. Oh, dear lord! Please! Me and my friend Blueberry used to tease you about how, oh, your eye looks so goofy odd when they're closed, but please close them. Ain't no one trying to see that. Sorry. Dang. They'll put bro on the 4 menu. That's what I would have said was $5. Oh. Little Brud. I was just hungry. There's a McDonald's right down the street. Why can't you just go there?
This part of the video was actually kind of sad for me because Simon basically hunted Brud down and devoured him alive, which sucks because Brud is like that lovable kind of dumb character. But I suppose there isn't a whole lot to do about it because it is canon that Simon did bite Bruce's head, so it kind of makes sense. Now,
did he eat the bucket too?
Begins the same as the first, but now we learn that the infection is spreading and that it has taken.
Put the fries in the bag, bro.
And if you played the original horror mod, you know that Wenda actually caught a
F&F face ass. Dang. Dang.
And in this video, it seems
put her on the USB.
Take out Orrth, Tuner, and Geralt, which is slightly different than the original lore because
how did you get your gun snatched up? You were holding the gun. How did you let her snatch it up? She have a knife. Do you have store shaper aim, my buddy?
I'm definitely sure that Wenda killed Tuner and she also ripped off Pinky's face. I know that she wasn't responsible for the deaths of Garno or orrth. So it's kind of cool to see that this series is actually moving away from the original lore a little bit. In this video, we also learned what happened to Lime and Ratty.
That boy tripping balls.
It seems like Lime is the one who actually took out Ratty, which I don't really feel that bad about because Ratty hit Lime in the head with a hammer back in the day, so this is kind of just sweet revenge. But this is also where we learn what happened to Lime's face.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the top comment used to be POV when I see cookies or POV when my friend drop up my phone.
Bye, Khalil.
Oh Lord. Dang!
What?
Don't blow up my ears.
Blow your ears?
That John, that blow up my eardrums. Golly. I mean, I ain't saying he deserved it though, but karma is a thing. Just saying. I'm just saying. Wait, don't tell me he's gonna do it. Don't tell me he's gonna do it.
Now, I assume
Did this mother trucker done committed suicide?
Wenda or Simon have peeled it off, but it seems like Lime did it to himself, which is super
Yep.
dark.
Man, frick Halloween.
Super dark. In the third tape, we learned what happened to Pinky out in the woods with Wenda. And this scene is actually pretty canon because Wenda was the person that was responsible for Pinky's face being destroyed in the original.
Didn't she live?
But it is kind of brutal to see it actually happen.
Didn't she live? If I remember correctly, she lived inside the original lore. Well, also, while we're here, can you guys just please stop calling Nugget Pinky? I beg of you. There are two separate characters. Dang! Dang, son! That sounds like a gunshot! I mean, Pinky. Me personally, I ain't gonna let that slide. You have to get her back in blood. If I was you, I probably would have got her back in blood by now. No. Because ain't no way I'm gonna let someone hit me with a brick. No, you're lucky. Don't blow my eardrum.
And I still believe that
She tried to find her.
this is Gray speaking to us in the video, and the person chasing him through the woods when he goes to look for Pinky, I believe that first was going to be Wenda, but when you actually zoom in on this frame, this is definitely Durple. And I don't blame Gray for running away from Durple because he's definitely
Dang! This. Oh, frick.
a creepy looking character. Now, after Gray gets away from
If his mouth can't stand, what else can stand? What else can he stand on his limbs?
Durple, we also learned that Lime was torturing Gray, which explains the rope. And then
Oh,
after that,
dang.
he tried to take himself out.
It was Lime who. It was Lime who tied him up? Hold on, I always thought it was a window that tied him up. I didn't know it was Lime. Oh, that's interesting.
Seems like he wasn't able to finish the job, and instead just left himself mangled and disfigured. Now, in the final video, we see Gray laying on the ground, confirming that he is definitely the person that's been speaking to us, but if you look at him now, he's definitely having a really bad time. Now, what I find
No kidding,
interesting about
Sherlock.
this first part of the video is that it's very similar to the fan theory of Gray having schizophrenia, and all this is just in his mind. And I'm actually going to put the clip where I explained this theory in a previous video. This theory was found on Reddit by a user named Psycho Dolphin, and then there was another user that had a very similar take named Boring Cucumber 8445.
What the frick are
Now, the
these
developers
names?
have confirmed that Gray is the main character.
Boring
of the
Cucumber
horror, and the reason that he's
4445?
one of the few people who survived unharmed is because he hid away when the killing started. But the theory that I was reading actually took a slightly different take. Many people believe that Gray actually either has schizophrenia or some type of other delusional disorder. And for those of you that may not be familiar with those words, these disorders basically make a person see or hear things that may not actually be there, amongst other symptoms like having blended affect and social withdrawal. The blended affect is just being insensitive to people's emotion, and social withdrawal is when people just like avoid their friends and family. Now, people believe that the real reason that Gray is unharmed isn't because he managed to hide, but because none of this is real, but simply his mind playing tricks on him because he's having a episode right now. And the fact that he sees most of the other Sprunkies either dead or mutilated in some
Oh my god. Is it Big Black Man?
way may actually be due to his damaged mental state. And personally, I think that Mr. Funbot may be like the rational part of his mind trying to warn him when it says this.
Run away, run.
I feel like
Yo, this is an excellent prank to prank one of your siblings. And just connect your phone to the TV and just start playing that music. It can be a random TV. You can play it on anyone, actually. Just make sure not your grandmother. They probably have a heart attack.
Funbot is actually trying to make Gray aware that he's having an episode and needs to come back to reality. And I think this vision here of Gray's head like ripping apart and Mr. Funbot
Lord,
trying to get him to wake up are supposed to connect to that fan theory and kind of
don't cut that man like a torpedo. Photo from freaking Taco Bell. That crap will have you on the toilet for hours. It's just a dream.
allow us to understand that this is really just all in Gray's mind.
Just as bad dreams.
Now, this video ends by showing us all the victims and Wenda telling Gray that this is all his fault. And we see
His fault? Mate, his fault? Motherfucker. You killed them all. We just witnessed you literally take out all of them at one by one. That's the equivalent of me getting shot and then you blaming it on me. Is this shirt music? Look what you done. Look what you did. Motherfucker, look what you did. You killed, dang near all of them. The only freaking one that was left untouched was Funbot. You killed dang near half of the crew. What type of drugs are... Actually, no, what type of drugs is this man doing right now, actually? That's the real question. Is Gray on drugs?
we see Gray holding his head, obviously traumatized by the whole event. And as I said earlier, I think it's because he cannot tell if all this is even real or if he's just having a manic episode in the form of a very bad dream. But all in all, this series was actually very well done, and I was
Dang,
surprised
son,
by it.
that was it.
Put down in the comments if there's any other like analog horror video.
Well, that's it for today. Also, I just want to say, before I go, thank you for 17 subscribers. Let's go.